Hello friends, welcome back to another Tea Talk with Grace. I feel like I missed out last month on doing my jingle. Did I miss October's jingle? I don't know, let me know. Anyway, if you are new to the channel or if you haven't watched one of my tea talks before, basically I started this little kind of once a month. It was the first Tuesday in every month. Obviously I upload on different days now, but it's usually at the start of every month where I do like some form of a Q&A session or something like that. I really at some stage want to do a live because I feel like that would be so much fun to talk with you guys in like real time. But basically it's just like so that we can chit chat and we can sit down with a cup of tea and talk about random things, and I can answer any questions you may have. And I should add that I put out this question. I always do it every month. I stick it out on Twitter in one of, or not Twitter, on Instagram in one of the little question tabs, and I always put the questions or ask for questions on the community tab here on YouTube as well. And you guys have got really creative with your questions this month when I asked you to, so thank you, because I feel like I end up getting the same questions all the time that I have answered already. So if I don't answer a question, make sure to go back and check some of the other tea talks. I link the playlist down below and up here as well for you if you want to go watch them. So if I haven't answered your question, it's probably just because I've already answered it and I don't want to be repetitive for people that already have watched them. Oh, also I will link my lipstick. I will try and link my mug. It's very cute. It says joy on the front of it. Yes, it is a Christmas mug because I am in full-blown Christmas mode now, and my jumper is old, but I'll try and link something similar for you down below. Anyway, let's get into the questions. My goal this month is to try and blast through as many as I can because I always ramble and don't get through as many as I would like to. So let's try and get through as many as I possibly can for November's tea talk. Let's get started. Oh, this is an interesting one actually. Love your videos. Were you born in Ireland? That's funny because obviously I live in Ireland, but none of you know if I was actually born here. But yes, I was actually born in the town that, well, not in the town that I live in, but in the county that I live in. I am from Monaghan. A lot of you ask that, but that is where I have literally lived my whole entire life, and that's where I was born as well. Do you set a budget for Christmas presents when shopping for family/friends? No. Oh my god, and you know what? I definitely should. I say this every year that I should get more prepared with my Christmas shopping and I should start shopping. I actually think I did this maybe 1 or 2 years where I started doing my Christmas shopping in like the end of summer sales almost, and picked up things that I knew that I wanted to get for people then, and it was the best thing that I ever did because it means that you're not kind of like number crunching when it comes down to December time or even around like the Black Friday sales and stuff like that, because as much as we do not celebrate Thanksgiving in Ireland, we still do Black Friday sales in Ireland, so there definitely are some deals to be made. But no, I don't set like a budget, but I'm not super extravagant or anything. None of us are really extravagant with Christmas gifts. Christmas with us is definitely more about the time that we spend with each other, and I feel like that's been something that has kind of just grown as we've gotten older. Like neither me nor my brother nor my parents really care about anything that we're given. It's more about our family Christmas dinner and spending Christmas Day together. Like every year before Christmas leading up to Christmas Day, we do, as much as we go out for dinner with each other all the time, we do a specific night where we will go out for like our family Christmas dinner, and that's something that we do every year, and it's a really nice tradition. We go to one of our favorite restaurants, and honestly that is one of our favorite things about Christmas. And also with friends, it's the same thing. We're not kind of massive gift givers. We're very much have a Christmas night out kind of people instead of spending the money on each other, which I think is really nice. But no, I should set budgets, as in I don't like allocate specific amounts of money towards shopping, but I'm also not like somebody that's going crazy just buying random stuff either. Okay, here's an interesting one as well. I'm not going to say the name just in case, but they say thoughts on dating. I've been single for 6 months now. First and foremost, I have been single for 2.5 years. So I am not sure I am the best person to be asking for thoughts on dating. Honestly, get out there and enjoy your life. Don't think about dating. I have dated, I do date. I would like to meet somebody. The more you think about it, the worse it is. Honest to God, dating can suck. Trying to meet somebody can suck, especially when, I suppose, it depends what kind of situation you're in. Like for me, I work for myself on my own. I don't have employees or an office that I go to or whatever. I go to events and things like that, but it's just a little bit harder, I think, for me specifically to meet somebody. If you have any eligible bachelors out there that you think would be interested in an Irish girl like myself, let me know. Dating's hard, that's it, and it shouldn't be, but everybody will say it is. But I honestly do think that the less you think about it, something's just gonna happen for you, because I feel like it's like that with everything in life. The more you think about trying to do something, it's like the further you get away from it. So go live your life, do your thing with your friends, focus on yourself, better yourself, take some classes, find some hobbies, work on yourself, be happy in yourself before you try and find happiness. Do not try and find happiness in someone else, actually. First and foremost, find happiness in yourself first, because if you aren't happy, I've said this 50 million times before, but if you're not happy in yourself, you're not going to find it in somebody else. So don't put that pressure on it. Those are my thoughts on dating. Oh, and off the back of the dating question, this question I've never had either. Have you ever tried dating apps? Yes, I have, and they have been successful, like to an extent. Obviously, like I haven't had like a full-blown relationship out of using a dating app or whatever. It's obviously an easier way for me to meet somebody, but I have had nice dates and things like that off of them. Not a 100% success rate thus far. I don't know, let me know down in the comments if any of you have met your other half through a dating app, because a couple of my friends actually have. I don't know, it works for some people. Whatever works for you, that's what I say. Oh, this one's interesting. How do you see yourself in 5 years time? Still YouTubing and makeup artisting? Love your content. Thank you so much. I don't know where I see myself in 5 years time. I always say, like, when somebody asks me, where do you see yourself in 3 years? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Happy. That's where I want to be in like 3, 5, 10 years. I want to be happy doing what I'm doing. I don't know if I definitely still want to be doing YouTube, and I still want to be like connected to all of you guys. I see this as something that I absolutely adore. Like, I love what I do on YouTube, and I honestly really appreciate the bond that I have with you guys. I think it is, I don't know, like this could feel totally different to other people, but I feel like it's very unique that I feel really like a lot of you are very similar to how I am. So I really treasure that. It's super important to me. Yeah, I definitely still see myself on YouTube in 5 years time. If YouTube is still around, I will be on it, do not worry. But I definitely want to kind of like expand into other things, whether that's, I don't know, doing like a product range. Probably not makeup, if I'm honest. Never say never now, but I don't know whether I would definitely want to go into like doing or like producing makeup, but maybe something else, I don't know. And maybe I would try my hand at acting, or I don't know. I would kind of be happy to kind of see where that goes. This is interesting. If I was to actually like bring out something or like do a project or create something for you guys, what would you like to see? That would be an interesting question for you guys. Let me know down in the comments. What would you like from me, as in like a product or something like that? Just out of curiosity. Oh, this is a good one. Absolute favorite cozy drink aside from tea? White hot chocolate. Oh my lord, I love this one. When is the perfect time to put up your Christmas tree? I personally always put up my Christmas tree in the middle of November. As I said, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here, so it's not a thing that we have to wait until after Thanksgiving to put up a tree or anything like that. And then once it gets into December, it's like everything is so busy that I don't have actual time to put up my decorations, because I have quite a lot of Christmas decorations. If I don't have time to do it in December, it's like my house is never properly decorated, so I need to do it in November in order for me to actually decorate my house the way that I want to. So the middle of November is generally when the decorations start going up, so get ready, you guys. Things are about to get festive. I love this. If you were to reincarnate into any animal, what would you be? Mine would be a beluga or sloth. I would be Bella, my dog, 110%, because she has the life and times of it. She is treated like an absolute princess. She just has the best food, has a very cozy bed. She gets taken out for walks. She gets taken for spins in the car. She's a very chill lifestyle. So yeah, definitely I would reincarnate into Bella. Or a unicorn. Oh, what would you prefer? To never drink tea again or never eat bread again? Never eat bread again. Yeah, I could do without bread because there are other carbs. I could eat pasta, I could eat rice, I could eat potatoes, but I don't think I could live without tea. Oh my god, this is, I swear, you guys are asking the best questions. If you had to come on Come Dine With Me, what would be your 3-course meal be? Okay, so you clearly all know that I am obsessed with Come Dine With Me. It's such a good show. So let's start with dessert. I would do some form of like pudding for dessert, I think. I do something like a sticky toffee pudding or a lemon drizzle cake, something that I could make in advance, because you want to be able to spend time with your guests, because that's something that people always mark you down on. Thinking strategy here. My main, it would be like one main dish, like a stew, or I don't mean like a big heavy stew. I mean like something that's like a fish stew, something like tomatoey based or creamy based or something like that, with lots of different little sides that people can pick from, because I feel like then people have options of what they can eat. And for my starter, a soup is always good, but a soup can be kind of looked on sometimes as basic, although I feel like if you do a soup and you made like homemade like crusty bread, that's always a good thing, and again can be made in advance. So maybe like roasted red pepper and tomato soup and some really crusty bread. Maybe I would do like an Italian theme. I would probably do an Italian theme. That's what I would do. I would do a tomato and roasted red pepper soup with really crusty bread, like homemade bread, and or like a homemade focaccia or something like that. That would be amazing. Yes, homemade focaccia, like a rosemary and sun-dried tomato focaccia on the side. So that would be my starter, and then my main would be some form of like a big side, like a big main kind of meal, like whether that was like a chicken or a meat or a fish or something like that, in like a stew with loads of sides, so pastas and salads and stuff like that that people can pick from. And then for my dessert, it would probably be something with lemon in it. So like I could do a lemon drizzle cake, and technically that would be lemon, the Amalfi Coast kind of works in there. So that's what I would do for my Come Dine With Me meal. So many people ask me this question actually, whether I own my house or I rent it. I rent this house. I do not own here, you guys. Oh, what am I looking forward to most in New York? Eating. I am looking forward to eating and Christmas vibes. If you missed any of my vlogs from being in New York last year at Christmas, I will link that playlist, or like the start or one of the vlogs in Vlogmas, so you can start watching them. But it was so much fun, and this year I'm going to be a little bit more organized with where we are like booking for our meals and stuff like that, because I feel like we didn't plan ahead insofar as having places that we wanted to go for dinner. I don't really mind like not having like a set schedule for like breakfast and lunch. I'm kind of good for eating wherever, but there are a couple of different restaurants that I want to try for dinner, and you need to book those in advance, or like brunches and things like that. So I want to try and get on the ball with those. I'm looking forward to eating and all of the Christmas festivities. Actually, I really can't wait to go back to the Rockefeller Christmas tree kind of area. I'm not sure if it's going to be lit by the time that we get there, but I'm kind of hoping that the Ralph's little coffee van's going to still be there, and we can watch the ice skating at the ice skating rink at the Rockefeller Center, because it is so cute and it was one of my favorite things to do. I'm also looking forward to going back to buy Chloe, and I'm also looking forward to going back to the Plaza Food Hall. Have I ever been to Canada? Love from Sussex, New Brunswick. No, I haven't been to Canada, and I want to go so bad. By this time next year, I will have visited Canada. I promise you. This is a great one. If you were to set the technical challenge in the Great British Bake Off, what would you make them make? What would I make them make? Maybe madeleines. Madeleines can be hard. I like madeleines. Maybe like something with almond in it. Macaroons. Sorry, not macaroons, macarons, because they're completely different. I would want them to do macarons in 4 different flavors. Oh, this is a good one. You eat very healthy. If you get takeaway, what do you get? I honestly don't really get takeaway that often. My first thought if I think takeaway is sushi. I love sushi, and I love California rolls, and there's a roll called ebi tempura masago, which is like a prawn tempura roll with masago on top and like spicy mayo. It's really nice. And I also really like sashimi as well, just like regular sashimi, so whatever is going. I'll take tuna, salmon, prawns, anything like that. If I was getting like a Chinese takeaway, I would get a curry. I love curries. Actually, do you know what? If I was getting a Chinese takeaway, I would just go for like a curry, chip and rice. Like we call them 3-in-1s over here. See, with a 3-in-1, they actually put it all in the one dish, whereas I actually like getting the curry, the rice and the chips separately and mixing it myself, because you can kind of control how much curry you put on it, and sometimes they completely drown it and the chips get too soggy. It's getting very technical now, but I don't eat Chinese food too often because I can make it, like I can make fairly good curries at home myself. Pizza, I would get from a really good like proper pizza place, and it would be probably like a margarita pizza, something with loads of truffle on it. I love truffle, sun-dried tomatoes, buffalo mozzarella, yum. Or a really good fish and chips. We actually have a friend that owns a fish and chip shop and they do the best fish and chips. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, best outfit ideas for Christmas parties. I like to plan ahead. Do you know what? I'm actually going to do like some form of a styling video for like Christmas parties. I'll try and do something like that. But to me, sequins is always a good idea, or like all black outfit with like really blingy accessories. Those are my two go-tos. Oh, this is good. How long does it normally take to edit a vlog? For me, because my vlogs are so long, the whole process is probably like, as in straight from editing my vlog to uploading the vlog to doing the description box and all of the like kind of back end stuff, and then the thumbnail, getting the vlog up. It's a long process, you guys. I think it takes a lot longer than most people think that it does. The editing part probably takes me about 2.5 hours. Because I have so much like that I film, it takes a long time to cut that down into like less than 30 minutes. So like if I have like 3 hours worth of footage, I have to spend 3 hours going through that, you know? Sometimes I can blast through it quicker than that, sometimes I can't. But do I eat sugar? Have you seen my baking videos recently? Yes, I do. What was the best vacation I ever took? Oh, this is good. Okay, 4. A couple really stand out in my head, so I'm just gonna go with a couple. My trip to Greece with one of my friends like 2 years ago, last year, I absolutely adored, and in specific the time that we spent in Mykonos, I just had the best time. It was such a fun trip. I really enjoyed that holiday. If you're a follower of the channel for a while now, or if you've been watching for a while or whatever, you know that Italy is one of my favorite places on the face of the earth. I absolutely adore it. It's somewhere I could go back to time and time again. I loved a trip to Florence that I went on when I was in college. I was studying, one of the classes that I was studying was the history of Florence, and we went to Florence, and it was just like a college trip, and I don't think I had any expectations or any super high expectations of anything when I went there, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. It was absolutely incredible. Also, side note, I absolutely loved the time that I spent around the Amalfi Coast. We did Positano, Ravello, and a little bit of time in Capri, and it was amazing. I really enjoyed my trip to New York with my mum at Christmas last year. That was really fun. But also Walt Disney World, have to throw that in there too. Hi Grace, love your videos. I know Christmas is your fave. Yes, it is, girl. So my question is, what is on your Christmas wish list this year, and thanks for all that you do. Oh, thank you, and thank you for watching. I don't really have anything in specific on my Christmas wish list. Honestly, household things for me are always really good Christmas gifts, because they're always things that not that I don't like to spend the money on, but I spend my money on other things quicker than household items. So like kitchen appliances, or like I would love a new kettle this year. I would love a Smeg kettle this year. Random adulty thing, but I would love a Smeg kettle. Okay, last one, because I literally have 2% battery left on my phone. Hola Grace, hello. 2 questions. Okay, we'll try and do 2 then. We'll answer them quick. What is the silliest thing you have heard people say about you? Probably that I'm really stuck up and I am honestly the least stuck up person ever. I am so chill. That's probably the funniest thing I've heard somebody say about me, especially if they don't know me like as a person. And 2, if I had to change my name, what name would I choose? Oh, I love the name Olivia. I think Olivia is a beautiful name. I love the name Eve as well. I think Eve is stunning. I also love the name Valentina. I think that's a beautiful name. And Mariana. I've been having this like thing with the name Mariana or Marianne. I think that's a gorgeous name. I don't think it would suit me at all, but I think it's a beautiful name. So yeah, something like that. So I'm gonna leave it there with the questions for this month's Tea Talk. I really appreciate how creative you got with the questions this month. As I said, there are so many questions there that I didn't even get to answer that are so creative. So I am going to keep you to that for the month of December. Hopefully if you're new to the channel, you might have learned something new about me that you didn't already know. And if you are wondering anything else about me, or if I didn't answer your question in this video, make sure to go and have a little look at the other videos in my Tea Talk series, because I might have answered them there already for you guys. I'm gonna leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope you have had a great start to your November so far, and I hope the rest of the month is absolutely amazing for you. I don't know why I'm saying this like I'm not going to be seeing you for the rest of the month, because I clearly see you 3 times a week. But thank you so much for watching as always. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see some more videos, and I will see you all again very soon in my next one. Bye!